Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation, it reads like this. I did my first ritual because I just wanted to prove a point to my enemies that my girlfriend did not make a mistake by falling in love with a poor Zimbabwean man, even though she was beautiful. Her ex-boyfriend, who was a baby daddy, was the worst. He would abuse her. He would make these photo grids of me, sometimes working on top of a roof in that same location. He would just take a picture, maybe driving by, and then you would make a photo grid and you would say, "It is you and your kwere." And I used to see these pictures in my girlfriend's phone, and it will hurt me quite a lot. But I ended up sacrificing that same woman who had loved me, even though her family had not accepted me. Now the spirit of the woman that I loved is also coming to haunt me, and it is saying that I should sacrifice my daughter. So it is painful. My name is God No, my real name. I am a Zimbabwean man, and I am writing this to you with a lot of pain in my heart, and I have been keeping this for the past 11 years. My family do not know, except for my sister, who even encouraged me to sacrifice my girlfriend, for I went with him to do these rituals. But when we left South Africa to go and do these rituals, my sister was supporting me because she thought that everything that we were going to do, this was not going to be about us sacrificing anything for the healer. It said that chicken blood is going to be enough. I am not proud at all of what I did. I also do not blame my sister, because we had already sold a cow that we were supposed to replace. We had sold this cow when our mother was not around. We had just used the advantage that the card for that cow, like we do in our village in Zim, each and every cow, it has a card which shows the owner of that cow, so as to avoid those that steal cattle and sell them. And it also has a same number that is also on that card. So because my mom had said that I want to leave something behind for you, I'll be buying cattle and then it will be yours when I die, but still this belonged to my mother, and we did not want our mother to find out. So we had already sold the cow after we had left South Africa. We first went to our village. We had already gotten a buyer, and he came and he picked up the cow, and then he went with it, and we took the money and we went to that village and we paid for the consultation fee and everything that was needed in order for me to be given good luck, because it was being said that I have bad luck. That is why I was unable to even get a proper job as well as to get an ID. We had even tried since I was dating a South African woman, but there was something bad that will always happen in between. So we went to that traditional healer so that I can be cleansed, and then I can be able to get papers to take care of my beloved girlfriend and my family as well. So my sister then said that since we have already sold this cow, it's either we go to prison or you do these rituals. Sacrifice that woman. She's not even your blood. You can't sacrifice the woman that carried you for 9 months. Can you? And I made a decision that I am not proud of. I am not brave, I'm not strong, but I am a man that is really lost. And this is how I became a blesser, how I lost the woman that I loved, and how my daughter is also being demanded by my late girlfriend that she wants to see her daughter die and her blood to be used in a ritual as well. And how I met Cynthia. I met Cynthia when I came to South Africa. She was a beautiful South African woman. She was kind, and she believed that we were going to be okay. At that time, I was working part-time as a security guard, but I was also a handyman. I knew how to repair roofs and to also build, because my father, he was a bricklayer and he had taught me a lot before I had passed away. And I would work sometimes during the day. I would work as a security guard. Then there were times when I would not go to work and I would do some piece jobs. Even when I proposed love to Cynthia, she had said to me, look at me and look at you. We are never going to be okay, but at least if you were rich, I would say that it's fine. I am dating a foreign guy, but he has money, but I love you anyway. It came as a surprise, because the first day that she came to visit me, like, I was even embarrassed because I was staying in this other one room at the back of this other RDP. Even the owner of that house was surprised when she saw him walking into the yard, and then she asked for me, and then she came at the back. He even accompanied her because he was not sure what this was all about. And I told her that we were dating, and she entered into my room, and my landlord was even surprised that I was dating such a beautiful woman. And when the baby daddy found out about this, he laughed when he saw that I was the one that was sleeping with his ex. And we continued. I loved Cynthia with all of my life, but I did not have money. I wanted her to feel that she had made the right choice to love a foreigner, but money was the problem. Every month I struggled. I could not give her the life that I wanted her to have. I felt small even to go with her out. The clothes that I had, they were not that expensive, and I was always ashamed to be around her. This is how the thought entered into my mind. A friend told me that there was this other prophet, and I went to that prophet, and the prophet then said that I was supposed to call my sister. That was when we were told that it was possible for me to get anything that I wanted. It was just that there was this bad luck that was following me, and as long as I had that bad luck, I was never going to be able to achieve anything in life, only if I was going to be cleansed. So this prophet, he said that the only way that I could be cleansed is through rituals, using a traditional healer, not a prophet, but someone that was going to cleanse me using the African way. So I would ask anyone that would want to listen to my story about what I was going through and what I wanted to happen in my life. So one of my friend, who was my sister's friend, actually, that was why my sister was involved when we took that journey from South Africa and we came to Zim. We went to Chipinge, and we were told that there was this other man who could assist anyone. We told ourselves that we were only going to be cleansed so that all the bad things that were done by our forefathers, we would not pay for their sins. This was just for good luck. Nothing bad, nothing dark. I went to Chipinge quietly. I did not tell Cynthia about this journey. This was something that we had done previously, to go to Zim, visit the family, and return back to work in South Africa. I gave him money that was for 2 months of my salary. She was so happy about the sacrifices that I was doing for him. When we finally arrived in Chipinge, the healer then said that if I wanted to be given money, I was supposed to make a sacrifice. And that was when the healer then told us that we were supposed to look into the mirror, and the first ritual needed a sacrifice. Otherwise he was not going to give back the money that we had given to him. And that was when I started to fight with my sister. This was after Cynthia had appeared into the mirror. For the healer said, anyone who appears in the mirror is supposed to be your sacrifice. A mirror was brought before me, and then I did not even believe in all of this magic that he said was going to happen. Then the mirror started to change as he was talking to the mirror. In the mirror, I saw my mother. Me and my sister, we looked at each other, and my sister was shaking. She was even saying that, let us leave this place. Then the mirror changed again. I saw Cynthia, And the last person who appeared into the mirror, it was my sister, one of my eldest sister. So the healer then said that these are the 3 people that are closest to you in spirit and in your heart. And in order for a sacrifice to work, you have to sacrifice that which you love the most. So you have to make a choice between these 3 women: your mother, this strange woman who was Cynthia, and then your sister. You have to choose one amongst this. That was when I kept on thinking about it. And the healer kept on saying that you need to choose before these people disappear. Otherwise, you have to give me more money so that I can negotiate with my ancestors to also bring back these people to appear in the mirror. That was when we were given about 2 minutes to go outside so that we can think about it. My sister then said, do you want to sacrifice your mother? Do you want to sacrifice your sister, your own blood? It's better that you sacrifice this South African woman. You think that with the way that she is beautiful, she loves you. She only loves you because of your money. And I said, but I don't have money. And she said, it is that small money that she wants so that she can just use it to do her hair and also just to buy herself nice clothes. Don't you think that she has other men that will help her to solve bigger problems? She has kids. Doesn't she have kids? She's not working. So who is taking care of those kids? So then we returned back into the shrine, and I thought of my future. I thought of money. I thought of proving myself. That was when I made the worst choice of my life, being forced by my sister. I chose Cynthia. The healer nodded, and he said it is done. And we came back to South Africa. When I came back to South Africa, I started to see that life was changing. After I returned, things changed really fast. I got a subcontract to build RDP houses, but we were the ones that were putting the roofing on the houses, since that was what I was specializing in, fixing roofs. And when I got that subcontract, money came and I was now a boss. As for Cynthia, she was happy. She said to me, I knew you will make it one day. And whenever she would say this, my heart will break, because she did not know that she was my sacrifice. Cynthia fell pregnant. That was when the dreams started. The healer started to appear in my room at night. The very first day when the healer appeared in my room, this was after I had bought Cynthia a birthday present of a car. The previous month, I had helped him to buy a license because she was not so good at driving. So I said, let us just buy the license. Then after that, I'll teach you how to drive. At night, after I had bought her that birthday present, that was when the healer appeared in my room at night. I saw him in a vision. He was in the room. He was standing by the corner. At first, I just thought that maybe it was a flower that was there. But then I realized that this was the old man that had assisted me. He said softly, you have been warned. The sacrifice is not complete. You have been warned. You've forgotten about your sacrificed wakanganwa, meaning you've forgotten. Then he disappeared. I screamed. Cynthia woke up and she asked me what was wrong. I lied to her and I said, maybe I'm just stressed, because as for that project, we had been given a task to finish quickly because we're supposed to move to another village. So she said, you are working too much. The healer appeared many times, always at night, and whenever Cynthia was fast asleep, and he will keep on repeating what he had told me from the first night, Pedzisara wakatanga, meaning you have to fulfill your part of the covenant. I begged him to stop. Sometimes Cynthia will find me even on my knees begging him to stop, but she'll ask me who I was talking to, and I would lie that I have been praying to God so that we can remain blessed. She will come and kneel down right beside me and pray with me, but she did not know. I would cry. This would make me even cry more because she did not know that she was the sacrifice. I told the healer that I loved him, and he said, you have to choose, otherwise you will lose your mind very soon. You have to obey. I gave you what you wanted. Give me what my ancestor wants, because they are complaining. They are saying that they are thirsty from where they are coming from. It is too hot. They need blood. When Cynthia went into labor, fear filled my heart. The healer appeared again. He said, do the ritual now. I then asked what I was supposed to do, and then the healer said, you have to give him something to drink. So I bought a dragon and I went with that energy drink and I gave it to her. As you know that those things, they are not allowed in the labor ward. So I hid it inside the food that I had bought, and I told her to drink, and I said, babe, I know that you are exhausted. You need to drink so that you can have some energy, but make sure that the nurses, they are not going to see you. Then she went back. This was the last time that I was going to see her alive, anonymous, crying. And when I returned back to the car, I cried, I don't know for how long. And then when I returned back home, I saw the healer. He was waiting for me. The moment that I opened the front door, he was standing in the dining room waiting for me, and he told me to do the ritual. He said, do the ritual now. I took an egg from the kitchen and I returned back to the dining room. He was no longer there. He had disappeared. He told me to break the egg as a sign of the agreement. I understood the assignment. I was shaking. I was crying. I did it. That same night, my Cynthia died during labor, but our daughter survived. I held my baby and I cried like a madman when I went there. We buried Cynthia with her family. I assisted her family with some money, and I named my daughter. I'll change the name of my daughter. I'll say I named her Martha. That was Cynthia's mother's name. I named her because I loved Cynthia so much. I wanted her mother's name to live, but I knew what I had done. For years, I have tried to live like a normal life. I got married to another South African woman, but I can't tell you how many kids, or if we have kids, because I'm scared that she might get to hear this confession. The difference between her and Cynthia was that, of course, Cynthia felt to get me the ID that I wanted because she did not want to rush things for us to get married. But as for my current wife, she does not love me. I know she loved me because she saw the car that I was driving. I can't get into details the way that we met. She is a demanding woman from day one. She told me how much she wanted every month. She's too demanding. She wants money. She always wants sex. She is different from Cynthia. She is not a wife material, but I just married her because my business had grown too big and I was using someone else's account. All the millions that would get in there, I was afraid that one day maybe that person will rob me. So then I got married to a South African woman so that I can be able to have the business in my own name. At night, now I see Cynthia. Sometimes she appears in the bedroom, not talking, just looking at me. Sometimes she will be crying. And when she cries, the whole bedroom will be full of water and I can start to choke to death. And when my wife wakes up, when she wakes me up, I'll be coughing, holding my neck. Sometimes I see Cynthia holding a baby, but this baby will be without a face. I'm feeling drained. I feel empty. And my wife, because of all of this stress, since she is a demanding woman, she once said to me, you are a cheater. You cheat on me. You don't touch me. You are hiding something. But I am not cheating. And it is just that I am overstressed about the things that I did. Recently, I saw that same Sangoma. He said to me, you know, your wife, by this he meant my girlfriend Cynthia, came to my shrine. She paid me a visit and she had the nerves to threaten me. So I have now found a way to block a spirit. I do not want a spirit to return back to the shrine. You need to sacrifice your daughter. And he disappeared. I refused and I said never. Since that day, he placed a curse on me. Cynthia's spirit appears everywhere, at work, in the mirror, in the car. She says nothing. I can't sleep. I can't pray. I can't confess. My wife is always angry. She thinks that I have another woman. My daughter, she looks like her mother. She's innocent. She is 11 now. I love her more than my life. I'll never sacrifice her. But people, they do not know what I'm going through. And I'm scared. Should I tell my wife the truth? Or if I tell her, will she walk away, considering the fact that she does not love me, but she loves my money? Maybe she will understand, since she is a gold digger. As for my sister, she now claims that she goes to church. She no longer gets involved in rituals. So I even tried to tell the healer to make Cynthia's spirit to follow my sister. Then the healer said, no, at my shrine, your sister's name is not written anywhere. You consulted with me, so I have to deal with you directly. So this is my own confession. I have tried to think about so many ways to protect my daughter, but I can't hide my daughter from her mother's spirit. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Let us try to speak with our brother in the comment section.